to Restraint Free Grooming by Ruthann. This is Dolly. Hope you all had a good holidays. Mine kind of sucked. Sorry it's been so long since I posted a video, but we had a death in the family, so I haven't posted for a little while. This is Dolly, and she is a Bichon. So I gave her, just finished her bath, so I haven't done anything with her. So we're gonna brush her ears out a little bit. And thank you for subscribing. I was very surprised. Yes, I know. So I'm hoping to get everything done for you in a short amount of time instead of having a part 1 and part 2. That's why I gave her bath first, so you can see pretty much everything from pretty much start to finish. Sorry, I'm looking a little frazzled here. I'm not used to doing the bath first. Here we go. I had a lot of people asking me questions if I do difficult dogs. It depends on your definition of difficult dogs. I do high anxiety dogs. I do dogs that have, a lot of dogs that have been turned away by different groomers. A lot of it is so much that they're difficult dogs. Sometimes they are dogs that have been turned away by other people and other groomers because they don't do well around other dogs. That they get anxiety because they're away from their moms, or they are fearful of other people or other dogs. They have been, how can I say, without sounding weird, not well done sometimes, or reacted well to either being rushed, which sometimes can happen if they're in a setting where there's a time constraint. Now, I do have a time constraint, but not as much as, say, a high velocity grooming place. My time constraint is usually an hour and a half per dog to 2 hours. And that's because I can. I don't need to do 10, 15, 20 dogs in a day. And I tell them that I've made most of my per se, I don't want to sound, I don't need money, I should say. I like to make money, but I don't need to make majority of it grooming. I do nursing on the weekends, and I have been a nurse for multiple years, for 37 years. This is my second career, as you can say. I started this 5 years ago. I went to grooming school, and because I've always wanted to do this, but I had a grandmother that did not approve of this field, did not feel that dog grooming was a career. And I believe everything is meant to be in life, a purpose. And she raised me, helped raise me, I should say. And so when she got older, I helped take care of her in her end of life. And I firmly believe that is what I was meant to do. And when she passed away, I went to dog grooming school. And found the joy of being able to work with dogs and I found the 37 years of working with dementia patients and Alzheimer patients has really transferred over to working with dogs, because especially with restraint-free grooming, you have to have a lot of patience and working with geriatric patients and Alzheimer's patients and senior citizens, as I have over the years, I developed a lot of patience and a sense of humor, which if you're doing this the way I am, you have to have a lot of patience. I also seen over my years that all restraints do, whether it be in dogs or people, all restraints do is just really not make people happy, whether it's dogs or people. So hopefully that answers some questions about whether I do difficult dogs. I do evaluate the dogs, whether I can handle them or not. I give every dog 2 chances. I have been bitten while doing my evaluations. Most of the dogs I can handle. Where you go? There's only been a couple dogs that I have not been able to handle, and that is because they were very over aggressive, and I had the parents actually have them have someone come and evaluate them professionally, because I am not a trainer. I don't pretend to be a trainer, nor do I say that I am an evaluator. But if I think that the dogs do need professional training, I do suggest it to them, because I am not a trainer. I can help them point them in the right direction, but I will not train their dog. I've only, and the couple times that I have suggested an evaluation is when the dogs were too overly aggressive. I do accept some dogs that are on medication. For sedation. I do a couple of dogs that are on medication. But that is also part of my nursing, because I do know the side effects of those medications. Do I recommend that all groomers take dogs that are under medication? No. Because unless you know the side effects of these medications, I would not recommend that. Do I recommend all dogs be under medication? No. Some dogs, but not all dogs. Some dogs just need a little TLC. Little Miss Dolly here, her mom likes nice round feet. And she gets a number 2 guard. I'm just giving her nice round Bichon head and round feet. The other questions I had that were asked on me on the site was how long have I been doing this? And as I said, I started 5 years ago. And I've been doing it ever since. Now the fun part is when I did open my shop, the shutdown happened. That was not fun. But as we always say, if it doesn't make you stronger, if it doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Luckily, I still have my nursing license, so I was able to keep nursing. Because here in Pennsylvania, we are in the same slot as hairdressers, which makes no sense, but is what it is. I'm trying out the feet. As I said, I use my curves here. I did get my curves that I am using now. Originally, when I went to grooming school, they no longer make these scissors. My sharpener is the best sharpener for scissors. He comes and gets my scissors, and within 48 hours, he drops them back off. If you, like I tell people, once you find a sharpener, whether it's a sharpener in your own town or you send your scissors out, if you find someone you like and they are well worth it, stick with them. I love my sharpener. He is a retired man, and he is like the best. I'm using the Joyzy Hornet that I got at the Groom Expo this year. I got tucked into it. I just use it for the sanding area. Would I ever buy it again? No. It doesn't have enough power for basically anything else. And for the price that I paid, no. And like I said on my other videos, I am not sponsored by anybody. I know. I just tell you what I use and why I use it. I know. And I tell people I am a miser at heart because I work very hard for what I make and for what I do. I'm using a number 2 guard. Real. Where are you going? Where are you going? Up. You're such a pretty girl. Such a pretty girl. Almost done. And I prefer, and where are you going? I prefer the Andis. Some do, some don't. That's just what I prefer. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by anyone. These are just my preferences. Sorry. Like I was there. No, I'm not. There's this stuff. When I prefer Andis just because when I started, that's what I used. I have tried other things, but that's just what I use. Where are you going? This little girl likes to move. Like I said, I got the other one at the Groom Expo, and the Expo is an expo every year in Hershey for groomers, vendors, to learn and to see all the new stuff that's out, to take classes, to meet people of like mind. I like taking the classes every year to get certified in new things. Like anything else, the more you know, the more you learn, the more you know. Each year I try to get either recertified in things or certified in new things. Then they have competitions, which I keep trying for, but you got to be a whiz at trying to get onto it, because you have basically all of the United States groomers trying to get on the sites at the same time for the competitions. One of these days I'll get in there, and then when and if I ever get into the competitions, I'll broadcast that too. But doubt I'd ever win, but you never know. Miracles can happen. Where are you going, sweetie? Right. Up your chin. Also, I like using certain guards more than others. I like using the 2 because it leaves them a nice velvety cut, but not too short for the winter. Now, later on this week, I will be posting one with my little dog. She's a doodle. And you'll be able to see a difficult dog because she is basically a little she-devil. I know I haven't shown her being groomed because she does like to bite and she does like to move around. And you'll see me briding her a lot. Most of the ones that you see me doing here, I don't really have to bride too much because they're pretty much used to it. And I usually get the parents' permission to post their videos. So that's why my videos are slow in coming, because I'm getting permission from everybody. And not everybody wants their dogs on video. Why, I don't know, because I think they're all adorable. Huh, aren't you? You're adorable, aren't you? Yes, you are. You're adorable. Mm-hmm. Yes, you are. You're adorable. I know. You're mommy's girl. So if you have any more questions or want to know anything more about my grooming styles or whatnot, just feel free. My page on Facebook is Patriarchy's Pampered Pup. Yes, I know. I know. So yes, I do own my own shop. So it's not just something I do here. I know. I do have a 5-star rating so far still. And I work very hard to maintain it and keep everyone happy. Which is not always easy. But I try to make sure I keep all my customers happy. Yes, I know. Look at you. Look at you, Pikachu. I know. I do senior dogs. You're silly. The puppies, but I do have a weight limit. I try not to take super large dogs anymore since I'm not exactly a small person, or a large person, I should say. What are you doing? Get your butt up here. Yeah, get your butt. I got your butt. I know. Come here. Come here. Come here. I don't want the weapon to. So if you have any more questions or whatever, just feel free to drop a comment. If you like the page, click like, and if you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. That's all for this video. And this is oh, I know. What? Look, Dolly. Okay, ready? Look. Oh, see Dolly? And that's Dolly. All right. Where are you going? Oh, what? Dolly. And she's ready to rock and roll. Dolly, right? Where's that? Dolly, look. Oh, and that's Miss Dolly. Okay, you have a great day, and I will talk to you later this week. All right? And that's all for today. Thanks.